See you, TMG.
I think Luka will do well to be top 10.
He's gonna be top 20. All said and done.
Huh?
Luka's gonna be top 20.
I mean, top 20 is probably more for first, but yeah, I think he'll do really well to be top 10.
He'll be top 20. I'm comfortable with that being in top 20. Top 10. That's reserved for the special.
What you say it's done more than Jordan? Then what?
It's done more than Jordan. The only reason why I would say,
Have courage and conviction.
the only reason why I would say it would be tough for someone like Doncic or Jokic or even those two to be top 10, is because they are very loyal players. They're unlikely to leave their franchise to go somewhere else, and then they need to recruit.
Okay, cool.
Then they need to recruit guys to their teams, and likely of them wanted to recruit. Europeans don't do the recruiting thing like that. Like even in football, we're not. When you come from a culture you don't do that. You don't go and ask guys to join my team. You just play with your team, innit?
So you're saying Luka and Jokic are going to recruit guys?
They're not going to recruit guys. They're obviously going to trust the front office and they're going to ask them questions. They're going to say yes or no, innit? That's it.
Well, maybe because they don't. For that regard, because they don't feel the pressure the same American guys do for being ringless, and because the media doesn't really impact them in that sort of way. But if you want to win, you have to adapt to your surroundings. You're playing in the NBA.
Even Giannis is not like. Giannis is not overly recruiting. Giannis just.
If you want to win.
Even Steph, I don't think Steph is over. Oh, Steph did recruit KD, but it is what it is. I'm not likely to. If you're European, you're not likely to cut. Maybe recruit other Europeans. That's it. Maybe one of them eventually, Wembanyama will team up with one of them. Or I don't know, Jokic and Doncic will team up. Terrible defensively. They'll have to have 3 defenders. Okay, but I'm sure guys want to play with that. But at the end of the day, it's an American sport. They're playing in America. Americans are obviously going to favour Americans, aren't they?
How much do you want to win?
I want to win. They want to win so bad, innit? They recruited. He said yes to Kyrie. He lost his best friend. He lost his best friend in the process. He said Dodo and him were close, innit? He said yes. Luka. He said yes to Kyrie. I don't think the Kyrie trade is.
Who's Luka's best friend?
Finney Smith. Apparently they've been there together for the longest.
Finney Smith's a great defender, to be honest. I mean, the Nets could be very dangerous.
The Nets will make the playoffs, but I don't know. They just don't have enough star power.
If Ben Simmons can rise up,
he's never going to rise up.
Could be dangerous.
He's never going to rise up, bro.
I like Finney Smith, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, sorry.
They got hella wings.
What's his name? O'Neal. They got what's the
Center. Japanese guy? They got Claxton. Watanabe. They got hella wings. Joe Harris, Dinwiddie, Steph Curry, Cam Thomas. It's a good team. Hey, you want to trade for the pieces?
They got an Australian brother as well.
Which one?
Paddy Mills.
Oh yeah.
They got a nice team. They just need a star.
Yeah, they have no star.
That superstar. That team is good to go.
They just need one star, man. One star, you can start laughing.
Brown.
Maybe that's where Trae Young will go if he wants to leave. They said he wants to leave Atlanta.
Yes, you got to watch his back in New York, the way he used to villainize New York Knicks.
But he wants to leave Atlanta. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool with KD and the Suns. What about Kyrie to the Mavericks?
It's just a temporary move. One first round pick given up. They just want to see what it's like for Luka to play with a star like Kyrie. I saw a bit to what they did against Sacramento. I think it can work. It's just gonna be like who's gonna take the last shot and all that crap. It's gonna be coming up. Obviously, I don't know if Luka is willing to defer those kind of.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw bits of that yesterday. The last shot. I mean, Luka took an awful shot.
He did. He should have. I think he should have given up. But I guess it is what it is, isn't it?
He had more time. He rushed it.
He did rush it. I think the Dallas would have won that in normal time. I don't know. They just really pull out closing out games from time to time. But that is not going to be a problem. Like I don't see them winning 4 straight series or anything like that. But you don't probably want to see them in the first round. That's it. It is what it is. There's a lot of teams like that. Like I don't like Sacramento Kings. It's a good team. I don't think they have enough star power Kings to even win a first round series. Like Timberwolves as well, Pelicans. Like they're just gonna give you a scare, but I don't see them winning.
I think Pelicans can be really dangerous if Zion's healthy. If he's not,
Joe can win one series.
To win one series. If he's not healthy, then which is a big if. So yeah.
It takes a lot to win a series. Like some teams haven't won series in so long. You can just play there and
Sacramento are nice. So Bonus and Fox.
But they beat them in 7 games.
But I don't think they could beat anyone unless they face like a Timberwolves or a Pelicans. Timberwolves, they're done. I'm waiting the standing. They're gonna slide soon.
They're like 9th, 8th, 9th. Timberwolves, they're calm. The Cat's coming back, innit? I don't rate Cat, but Cat's coming back. They got rid of Russell. They said Russell was the issue, so let's see them. It's Warriors you need to watch because they're slipping. They're slipping without Steph. They're gonna keep slipping.
Is that 3-4 weeks?
He's out for a while, isn't it? So that's who you do not want to see in the first round. Because if I think if the Nuggets see them, the Warriors might win that round.
It's true.
Yeah. But the Warriors might be careful because the playing is just one game. You can lose one straight away.
That's how they got done to Memphis the time before.
Yeah, you can just lose one game and you're home.
Yeah. You got the Lakers still in 13th.
The Lakers, I don't know, boy. The Lakers are so deep. What's the standings right now? Because the West always moving.
So Denver first, Memphis second. Denver 39 wins, Memphis 34 wins, Sacramento 32, Swig is tied, Dallas 31, Phoenix 31, Clippers 31, Pelicans 29, Minnesota 30 wins, but I think they played a game more. Golden State 28 wins, OKC 27, Utah 28, Portland 27, Lakers 26.
Portland. Hey, Damian Lillard needs to ask out.
I don't see Lakers getting to the 6th seed.
Do you see them getting in the top 10?
You can get to 10 easy.
But do you think they're going to win more than Portland?
Yeah.
More than Warriors? Who's
yeah.
falling out of those that 10 that's going to let Lakers in?
I feel Minnesota.
You think Minnesota?
Minnesota, OKC, and Golden State. And the Pelicans depends how long Zion's out.
You think Golden State are falling out of the whole top 10?
Because Steph Curry's out.
But when he comes back, what's going to happen?
He's out for like 3-4 weeks.
How many games do they have to make up to get to 10th?
To get to 10th, they've got to make up one game. They're 1 game behind. So according to something, they're 2 games behind. I think they're 2 games behind OKC, provided OKC keep on winning. But, boy, what they played 20, 57, 56. I mean, they can win like 2 games to be good, man.
Alright, man, let's see what I think I'm going.
I see the Lakers, if they'll do well to get through the play-in. If they get Memphis, so they can be dangerous to Memphis or Denver, to be honest.
Not Denver.
If LeBron and AD are healthy.
I don't trust them, man. I saw what the Suns did to them, man. So
The spacing.
yeah. Hey, what did you think of LeBron's record breaking that? Before I ask you the big question, what did you think of that? Did you watch?
Yeah, it was cool.
I think he just cares about stats now.
I've seen that for a while. Well, when I said that, the LeBron fan guys, they get on me.
That was just a straight statty thing. I can't believe he celebrated it.
Look about LeBron's smart because he knows, like you said, when everything gets withered away, the stats that will be there. Because look, flipping Kareem stat has been there for 4 years. Walt stats been there was there for time. All his stats are there for time. So yeah, he knows the stats will stand the test of time. And it was the statistical error that we're in, which I've always harped on. That's what's going to tell his story, and then that's going to provide his greatest argument for being a GOAT. So when they look for the statistical records and see he's got he's first in points, top 5 in assists, probably top 15 or 10 in the rebounds. I'm not even sure. He's made a lot of 3-pointers. Yeah,
that's it, man. That's LeBron, isn't it? LeBron! I saw that it was like a star-studded night. That looked like one of those nights, yeah. Bring all the stars out. You just want to put on a show, and the Lakers still lost. Still lost? I'm like, what? And he had AD soaking?
yeah.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook soaking? I heard this, and I wanted to put this first to you. I know this. You love intangibles, and it's a good question. Do you think LeBron's a good leader?
Well, overall,
Overall,
through his career,
through his career.
I'll give him a 7 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. But then again, it's not that hard in this league because the rest of the leaders in the league are very poor. I mean, like I said before, unpopular, but when LeBron knows he can't win, he gives up. And what he does, he's very smart because most people don't clock it. But what he does, he focuses on stats and makes sure he has great stats so people can't compare him. I mean, yeah.
I think you will start to see this narratives that they put out about his teammates. It's like a very narrative driven around LeBron. LeBron is extremely protected in terms of if LeBron does fail or flop, there's some way his teammate will get it. Like I think AD's probably hated his time in the Lakers. Like he's probably hated it.
You don't realize it's not all it always cranked up to be.
Like a lot. Think about all of his sidekicks. Aside from Boss hated it. D Wade didn't. D Wade was just happy to win championships. Kyrie and Kevin Love, how did that go for him?
He's not a favourable position to be LeBron. Unless you win, it's a lose-lose.
Look at all the young.
Even if you do win, it's kind of a losing situation because LeBron gets all the praise. You may get some of it, and then if you lose, you get all the slander. LeBron gets minimal because, like I said, he will still play well enough to have good stats. So yeah.
The Lakers' first chip, obviously AD there, but look at AD now. Like AD's last couple of years have been weird. Obviously, and if you ask the Lakers, they would do that trade 100 times over 100. You won your chip, so it's a success. But look at AD now, like he's a shell of himself, man. This is the AD that guys are comparing to Giannis.
I mean, apart from that time around Christmas time or December time was on a good run. He needs to try and get back to that and stay healthy. He needs to stay healthy from now to the end of the season.
No way.
If you can do that, then
It's too close.
No.
Hey man, there's a lot of failures in the middle. Look, even for me personally, or looking back on it, just sidetracking from LeBron, there's a lot of these big guys that teamed up with guys, and it's just been failures. Like we see the Nets, absolute failure, catastrophe.
The biggest failure ever.
But if you were the GM, you would have done that 100 times over 100, bring both of them in.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
Clippers, this is the 4th year. Do you think the Clippers are winning a chip this year?
No, unless they make. They lose. Apparently, they want to get Westbrook because Paul George is pushing for that. But
I don't know if Kawhi is pushing for that.
I mean,
I think it'll be good. Just do something. Like you know, there's some teams that you're doing nothing. Just do something.
if anyone can control Westbrook, any coach, maybe Ty Lue. But
I don't mind. Look,
Kawhi's gonna be annoying because they won't have elite point guard play.
It doesn't matter when the players play off. Kawhi is your point guard at that point, isn't it? It doesn't really matter who the point guard is.
Yeah, but you need to execute plays, and Kawhi's not a playmaker like that. PG can try.
But I think Westbrook can execute plays if he's mentally.
He can, but he's not consistent enough, and he's gonna give up the.
But if he believes he's gonna win, he can win. I think Westbrook will do that.
We'll see. It's possible. I mean, but Westbrook. I mean, yes, he understand his role, but Westbrook's turnovers is brutal.
There's a lot of guys that make turnovers.
You know what's crazy stat? Westbrook and LeBron, their turnover to situation is pretty much the same throughout their careers.
And why guys on Westbrook like that?
I mean, to be honest, some people have said that LeBron's a bigger version of Westbrook. I mean, they play the same style.
Why do people hate Westbrook so much? If he's
However, LeBron's got that's the Oscar Robertson style of offense. Luka plays that style, James Harden plays that style, or played that style. Westbrook plays that style, LeBron plays that style. So LeBron's the best, and he's got the biggest IQ to play that style, and that's why he's been able to lead to championship.
I think Lucas probably plays this style just as well as him. Nah. He just does. He does.
I mean, especially when
Lucas is just as good a passer as LeBron. That is not a question about that.
It is, but when you incorporate like the defensive aspect, physicality.
Defensively, obviously. Defensively, of course, LeBron's better than him.
If you're talking pure playmaking, yeah, it's very comparable. But to incorporate all aspects and what you bring to the team, I'll explain that style, like putting up stats on a consistent basis.
Hey, my man won 2 playoff series last year.
He did. Very nice.
Yes, he did. Hey, don't be a hater, man, because your guys don't come through. Okay, but Killian. Before we get into him, he deserves to get. He's gonna miss that game against Bayern, and Messi might miss it. And PSG are in big trouble, so this year is not looking good for you.
PSG just like the Nets.
Yeah, he
was injured.
Injured stars. Hey, we'll talk. I think on the agenda before we move on to football, we're talking about blockbuster trades.
Mm-hmm.
What's been the biggest trades over the last decade for you? How far back did you go? How much information?
I went back to the annals of time.
You went back to the annals of time. So what trades did you go with?
I mean, the biggest trade for me in history. The easy one to say is Will Russell. But obviously, you know, that's
some black because of Black Eaters.
A very, very long time ago. You can argue about that player facility, blah blah blah. But
obviously there was an issue then, segregation and such.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would say. I'd say Kareem to the Lakers.
What was the draft asset that they gave up?
So Kareem So he was dealt to the Lakers for Kareem and Walt Wesley were dealt to Los Angeles for Elmer Smith, Brian Winters, and rookies Dave Myers and Junior Bridgman.
That's an awful trade for them.
I think it was along some lot of picks as well.
Yeah, it's an awful trade for the Bucks. But then I don't think they traded picks like that. I think, in terms of that Kareem going to the Lakers, and it tells you a lot about the Lakers' history, because the Lakers' history has always been built on they trade for stars, or stars get to them anyway. They don't really draft stars, and the way they've drafted stars is by trades. For example, Magic Johnson, first round pick. I think they traded for that pick. Oh no, it was James Worthy that was traded. They traded for the James Worthy pick. But I think Magic Johnson was actually a true number one pick that they had. That was their draft. Kobe was a trade as well. To how they got trade. Kobe was a trade because he was originally drafted by Charlotte. That's the Lakers. The way the Lakers are built. The Lakers are not really built with authentic stars that come through there organically. I actually genuinely think the trades recently have been some of the biggest draft. For example, the AD trade. So the AD trade was all those picks, like I think it's 4 picks and pick swaps, and then the young assets. The Rudy Gobert trade to me is absolutely insane. For what Rudy Gobert is, he basically gave up 5 first-round draft picks. That's absolutely insane. And I don't know where all these we're gonna give up my whole draft came from. Like, where did they start doing those trades? Is it that Paul George trade? Did they start really recently just saying, oh, we're gonna give up my whole draft pick and you're gonna have pick swaps and this and that? Because that is a crazy trade. I think the Paul George trade, for me personally, is the biggest trade in trade history. Because not only did they give up picks and pick swaps, they also probably gave up the best player in the trade to the Clippers. Because what SGA is now,
It's solid.
It's solid, bro. And I think the Clippers might live to regret that, because their future is on the brink. If they don't win soon, they have to give it up. But in terms of trades, I think the AD trade is up there. I think the AD trade, for what he did, winning them a championship, but the amount of draft assets actually given up, I think that's probably just there with Kareem. But the both of them agitated to want to be with the Lakers, so I think the Lakers have been involved in those big trades.
Kareem was saying that basically that's not his vibe. He's saying the city, socially. What was he saying? The problem is I don't have any family or friends in Milwaukee. He said the star center. Milwaukee is not the kind of city I'm about. I'm not knocking at all the people. It's just that socially and culturally I don't fit Milwaukee. Basically, it was too big time for me.
Too big. I think the Knicks.
It's alright, Billy, big time.
I think the Knicks wanted him. I think the Knicks wanted him. At that time. Do you know one that's kind of underrated? Dr. J. Because Dr. J could have ended up playing for the Knicks, but the Nets didn't want to. I think the Knicks didn't want to give up the. So the Nets had to pay the Knicks to play in New York. So they had to give them a portion of their revenues. But the Knicks didn't want to give up that portion of the revenue to get Dr. J, and Dr. J ended up going to the 76ers. And look what Dr. J did for the 76ers. That's a cultural icon. He won the Sixers championship. Like, that could have been the Knicks. And the Knicks, when's the last time the